Hello. It is one of the vlogs for the month. I don't know which one's gonna come out first because I am filming this very early in the month. Like, it is the first of the month, and there are plenty of days in the month before the first weekend when I plan to film the weekend reading vlog. So there's like, it could be the first one, it could be the second one. I don't know. Yes, I did just finish filming my wrap up for July. Hello, welcome to this, where I am reading two books to finish a series. I realized that a lot of my goals I finished in the first half of the year, like the ones that are like just like not like collectible thing, like, you know what I'm talking about. No, you don't. I'm acting weird. But basically one of the main goals was like DNFing books. And like, I've already DNF'd 15 books this year. I'm doing fine at that. I'm good. I've achieved it. All that jazz. So the other one that I haven't focused enough on that I want to do is finishing series. And so I decided that for vlogs for the rest of the year, I'm switching out one of the themed vlogs for finishing series. Where each month I will finish a series on purpose or a vlog or DNF it. And the first one is interesting. I was contemplating not doing Dyer first because it's Stingray's favorite book series, like one of their favorite book series of all time. So I was like, I should read it for September for Stingray's birthday, like I did for the first one and all that stuff. Because it's been almost a year. Don't worry, I will talk about it. So yeah, I wasn't gonna do it, but then I was like, well, I want to start it in August, and also like I feel bad because I technically pulled out of the TBR jar and then canceled the vlog idea where I was going to read middle books in series that I started in vlogs to just do this instead. This idea instead. So like I felt bad, so I decided I'm just gonna finish the series in a vlog. For the first one in August, right? It's also going to be a podcast episode, which is where I get to tell you that one of the websites I regularly check to see if they have summaries of books. One of them does a whole entire series, so like if it's been a while, you can read that and know what happened in the previous books. Really wish I knew this existed when I was reading the Red Queen series, because like there were years in between me finishing them and I did not remember things, and they have most of them on there, and I went, ah, damn. So I can read the page on the first one. It's fine. They also have the second one, so I don't have to take notes on the second one. For the podcast, because it's also gonna be a podcast episode for Stingray's birthday. Yay! So yeah, that's like a thing. I'm trying to remember which ones, it's Evolution is the second one, right? Yeah. And Retribution is the third one. They do not have the third one, but Stingray has agreed to take notes on the third one because they've also decided they're gonna finally do their reread of the series. I have already downloaded the second book. I am prepared for it to emotionally destroy me. When I was talking to Stingray last night, I was like, I'm prepared to just end up laying on my ground screaming into the void or crying at the end of this, and I should probably clean my floor before that. They laughed. It was a good time. I know that the second one is the one that emotionally destroys Stingray the most, which is interesting because I don't have good luck with middle books in series, which is why I feel like I push them off all the time. Like, I always start series but don't finish them. One, because I hate finishing things. I hate ending things. I hate endings. There's a reason why it takes me years to finish series. Like TV shows. It took me, what, like 7 years to finally finish The Vampire Diaries. Still have not finished the originals. I wanted to say the Legendborns. What? So like, it's an issue. Like, I don't want to read like the second book in a trilogy because I have bad luck with them, and then I don't want to read the third one because one, the second one was not as good, and then also the third one, I don't want to like finish a series because I don't like endings. Like, okay, there's this one episode of Doctor Who where he hates saying goodbye, so he just rips up the end of books, and like I feel that on an emotional level. Okay, it's fine. We don't need to talk about it. But one, this will force me to actually read them. But also, I have high hopes. I'm very excited. Do I have anything else to say? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think I'll be like going into depth detail on what happens in these books. So like, they're technically spoiler free. I think for the most part, I will just talk about my feelings. and whatnot, and then Scream. Also Stingray said the ending may not be for me, but they also did the same thing about Malibu Rising. Okay, weird cut, because I was thinking that Malibu Rising is my favorite book of July. My camera did a weird thing. I'll leave in a clip right here. Like a 2 second thing. I don't know. I instantly just restarted and it was fine, so I'm just not gonna worry about it. It's fine. But yeah, I'm gonna go read that after I edit things. I have a lot of things to do today. It's fine. I already played multiple hours of Stardew Valley this morning. It's fine. I woke up early-ish today anyways. But yeah, I'll talk to you either when I get a good chunk of the way through the second book or finish it. Yeah. Okay. It's been a bit. It's been a bit. The first day I read 24%. Yesterday I got to 69%. That was by accident. It was like 11 o'clock. I was half asleep. I was like, I'll go to bed. Now I have like 18% left. It is pure chaos according to Stingray. It is going to continue to be pure chaos until the end of the book. I'm stressed. I'm so stressed. I don't know what to say. Noah is still great. I was like, what the hell am I hearing? It's a bird outside. Oh my god. No, it's still great. I'm going to scream. I already told Stingray I'm gonna kill them for doing this to me. I decided I'm gonna push back the filming for the weekend reading vlog so that I can read the second one. I forgot how long these books are. Like, they're fast and easy to read, but they're so long. But that's fine. And I'm at the point where I'm feeling like this because the emotions I'm having, the reactions I'm feeling, give me when Stingray read Legendborn, my favorite book of all time, and found it very similar to this. It was more like this, but no one used that angle. So good times. So I was like, you know what? In remembrance, I'm gonna film like this, so I don't have to deal with getting my whole setup and whatnot, because I'm too stressed for that. And that's the only reason why I haven't updated. But yeah, it's good. I'm gonna finish it. I don't know how much longer I have, but I'm gonna finish it, and then I'm gonna probably cry. I've been on the verge of tears multiple times. It's okay. I don't. Yeah. We love forced institutionalization being an aspect in this book. Not once, but twice. And no one believing her. You know, that's just one of my biggest things on Dumb. Listen, Noah just showed up to the retreat, away retreat, basically, that she's being forced to join, because stuff with Jude. Fuck Jude. And so he's like kind of just joined it so that like he can be near her, but like he's pretending that he doesn't know her and like all this stuff. Also, I just realized something. Like when she saw him, she was like, he's not wearing like the charm things, right? And I just realized it's because they make it so you don't have any jewelry on you when you enter. Also, they do like basically a strip search. Don't know how I feel about that since this is for teenagers. Don't know how I feel about teenagers being forced to go through a strip search before they even sign paperwork. Hear me out. I already was not a big fan of the I can't remember what the term is. A certain type of therapy where I'll probably remember it later, but where they make you immersion therapy, something like that, where they make you experience, or at least think about experiencing something that you're afraid of, so that you're not as afraid of it. Listen, hear me out. I don't like that already. And then in this book, yeah, the only time I've liked it in this book is when Noah turned it into like a sexy game with Mar. Okay, that's like the only time. Also, I love how every single fucking adult keeps on calling Jude Mara's boyfriend, despite the fact that at this point everyone now knows that he assaulted her, and she's like, he's my ex. I don't know if we viewed him as my ex. And everyone's like, oh yes, your boyfriend. I mean, I'm sorry, your ex. Like, hello, hello, hello. Also, the way that one of the doctors questioned her about that made me feel a little icky. Also, the way that there's this one girl in the therapy group thing who's been like harassing her, and they forced them to be roommates. Like, hello, hello. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. You couldn't tell from this, but I'm enjoying it. So I'm gonna go. I'll probably later enjoy my plane. I am on chapter 65 out of 68. 92% of the way through this book. I'm slightly confused. But also like I don't mind. I'm having a good time. And I thought, I don't know how much time I have left on my Kindle. It's not telling me. It's fine. But I decided that I am going to read the rest of this book while time-lapsing my reaction. Well, you saw the time lapse. Probably. I mean, what do I rate it other than 5 stars? I do not believe that Noah's dead. Hopefully Jude is dead. I have theories. I have thoughts. Okay, so I like every time I talk about this to Stingray, I keep on bringing up this book. I'm just covering up the name. I just realized it. Because like the main characters and the general vibe of it, especially the relationship between Noah and Mara in Mara Dyer, right? Very much remind me of Zane and Arian. I don't even know how to pronounce her name. In this book, yes, I've yelled at Stingray multiple times in like the past 2 days to read this. I've had the urge to reread this. So like, I guess Mara Dyer was great to read right now. Because like similar vibes, but also the ending of this book very much reminded me of a lot of stuff in this series. So with that knowledge, good times. The urge to reread this is so strong. I wish I had the time. But we'll see if I can fit in. But yeah, I finished it. 5 stars. What else am I gonna rate it? Like, hello. I was suspicious of a lot of people, right? So I didn't see, like, my theories were just like everyone was against her type thing. So I didn't really see it coming really specifically because like I was just suspicious of everyone. But yeah, I'm gonna like instantly go read the third one. Love how it's called The Retribution of Mara Dyer. after what just happened. Yeah. Also, what is happening with the India timeline? I don't understand. It's like some woman in, like, I want to say the 1800s, who's like being sold and moved around and has the same doll that Mara has, and Mara keeps on dreaming her memories and all this stuff, and like mentally caused something to happen that was like weird, right? And people keep on calling her Mara, and like the second to last chapter went to suddenly India after a bunch of stuff happened in the book, and I went hello. And in that like India chapter, it was like Mara was what would become her name, which was interesting. So there's like that aspect which like lends into my main theory, right? Right? But also like I just realized right now as I'm talking about it that in the second or third to last chapter, one of the last chapters, she's talking to Jamie and Noah about her family and how like her mom's family is from India. And it's like hinted that her grandmother may have had the same powers. So I'm scared. But yeah, I'm gonna go rate this 5 stars real quick and then read the third one. I don't know the third one on my Kindle. Good times. Hear me out. Maybe I should continue / finish series more often. Also, during the whole entire time lapse, I got about a dozen messages from Stingray, so it's gonna be fun. Hello, hi, welcome to black screen version of me, because I got some things to like throw in. I guess I'll throw it in between the 2 days. I'm filming there, you know, you just saw a great time lapse, I'm pretty sure. So, this is like after the fact of reading the last book. The vlog's done. I just gotta edit. Ignore the sound of the fan. I'm not turning off. It's hot. Deal with it. It's the beginning of August. Let me live my life. I want to pop in to inform you of 2 things. One, Stingray officially is making the thumbnail for this vlog. So like, yay Stingray! I love how there's like just one about that Stingray makes for me. That's just a thing. So give love to Stingray. I do say in the next clip a bunch of stuff about Stingray and linking Stingray stuff all over the place, but yeah, just reiterating that's below and whatnot, because I didn't know that was gonna happen until today. And also something I forgot to bring up when I update you on my final thoughts on the 3rd book and all this jazz, is that it was my 100th book of the year. I forgot to bring that up. The way that I think Legendborn or Bloodmarked was 50th and Mardar was 100th, it really says a lot about my friendship with Stingray, being as the first benchmark was like my favorite series, and the second benchmark was Stingray's favorite series. Anyways, I just thought I'd bring that up. Good times, you know, all around. I think that's all I've got to say. So, back to me talking randomly about, I don't even know. I filmed that yesterday at like 3 p.m. But my final thoughts on the book, the series, just a whole good time. Yay. Hello. Listen, could I have done, I wanted to do it where when I finish Mardire, do the same thing like I did with the second one, where at the end of it, I'm like time-lapsing my reading in the moment, also like updating you at a weird angle. Very reminiscent of Stingray's Legendborn vlog. Totally gonna link that up above in the cards, because like, good soup. Yeah, could have done that, except I finished the book at like 1:30 in the morning. I think I was like 82% of the way through when I updated at like 11:58 p.m. And then finished it. I was like, I'm not going well, I'm gonna finish this bitch. And then I finished it, and then I went, I'm going to bed. I liked it, not as much as the second one. Hear me out. Normally my issue is with the middle book in trilogies. Somehow the middle book in this trilogy, my favorite. 5 stars. The first one, I didn't know I rated it 4.5, but apparently I rated it 4.5. Third one, rated it 4.5. It was fine. I'm going to rename it. It's no longer called The Retribution of Mara Dyer. It's called Where the Fuck is Noah? Because where the fuck is Noah? He's gone for most of the book. Like, he's not there. And then suddenly you get Noah's POV and you're like, hello? Hello? Who are you? I do think, because I know from Stingray that there's another trilogy from Noah's POV, I think taking place at the same time, makes sense, right? And I can see the benefit of reading those, especially for the last book. So, listen, I made a joke that, like, what if I did that? And Stingray was like, no. And then I went, but what if I did? And Stingray was like, you can't do it before me. And then I was like, but what if I did? I don't have time on my TBR at all, but like, what if I did? You know? But yes, I love how I'm now at 65 currently reading series. You know, that's the whole point of this, to break down like currently reading series down to 65. I love how the first time I make one of these, it's just a success. I love these books. I contemplated for 5 minutes putting the whole entire box set on my wish list. Who knows if that will happen. But yeah, it was good. I have like a few nitpicky things with it, like some like character stuff between the second and the third one didn't like connect in my brain, especially with Mara at some points, but like also I get it because of the stuff that happened in the in between. Also, I love it whenever a character went like, oh my god, Mara's like going crazy killing people, and I was like, bitch, the shit she's been through, she can fuck anybody up. I don't care. In fact, when she does fuck them up, I start having a fun time. Like I clap. When a certain character died, I danced. It was like at 1:30 in the morning, but that's beside the point. Like, hello, yeah, so that was a fun time. One thing I really wished for was like Mara's family, especially her parents, learning, oh wait, no, she's been right all along. Not like I don't care about like the extent of it, like they don't really know the extent of anything, just like the Jude being alive stuff, but like you don't know if they ever really learn it, because like everything with her family is just kind of open, like a lot of stuff at the end is like very open, and I'm just like mad about that. But yeah, no, that's what I wanted. I wanted very much of like, see mom, I fucking told you, and you sent me to a mental institute where I was then tortured, so shut the fuck up. Like, hello. But you know, it's fine, I guess. Other things, oh, there was like one aspect about one side character's magical abilities that was like brought up near the end slash middle of the third book, and I went, wait a second, didn't we learn this at the end of the second one? Like, I'm pretty sure we as the audience, but also Mara, learned this fact in the second one, and it was just forgotten by Mara in between. Like, I guess she has some weird memory issues due to all the torture. It makes sense. But like, hello? And it's like supposed to be brought up like it's new information. I'm like, wait a second, we already knew this. What the hell are you talking about? The stuff with the before was a little bit confusing. It felt like it was very rushed. Because like I was trying to figure out who was who and what was happening in that. And yeah, and that felt kind of rushed. I'm saying all these things, but I really love the book. I rated it 4.5 stars. Like, hello. I feel like there's other little things that I forgot to bring up, and I'm not gonna remember, but that's fine. Yeah, I really liked it. So like, also that last chapter. Why was Stingray reading that last chapter? This last chapter is just them having sex, okay? Why was Stingray reading that as a child? Hello? I mean, listen, I was reading a lot of fan fiction, especially Avengers fan fiction when I was probably the same age, but that's beside the point. But yeah, it was good. 4.5 stars, a good time. Do I remember on the top of my head what the next one of these is gonna be? No, I don't. Doesn't mean we're talking about. Hello. but yeah, I'm glad I finally finished this series. It was a good time. I believe it is the first or second, I don't know, the first Friday of September is a podcast episode about these books. So like, if you want to hear me talk about them more, that will be the place. But yeah, it was good. So I get why Stingray likes them. It was a good time. Again, Stingray's linked below, but also the Legendborn vlog is up above in the cards. I think that's everything. I'm gonna go now. Wednesdays are read with me's. Next weekend will be the weekend reading vlog. There's chaos happening with that. You don't need to worry about it. It's just me that needs to worry about it. My life is chaos right now for the next week if things happen as planned. So it's fine. But yeah, until the next video.